Well, I should call it Captain's Log, shouldn't I? It's still May the 4th, 2023. No, I am not going to say May the Schwartz be with you or May the 4th be with you. Everybody else keeps doing that. This is the Weaver John C. Roseman, California. As for the time index, shit, I can't tell you. We're shit. I'm having issues concerning about the computer, so now I'm doing the log videos on YouTube here. And it's going to take a hell of a long while to do the downloads. It's 10:44 at night. I was trying to talk about what the hell happened during my time watching movies and TV shows, Star Wars, and everything else. And I was getting triggered left and right. I can't watch some of these shows as much as I used to. I used to watch. I used to watch them a lot. When it came down for cable, I'd watch them a great deal, and it would, give me some pleasure to watch them all. Hang on a second. It's power time. Just want to make sure that I got power flowing through this thing. It was hard enough dealing with the films that I saw back in my youth and seeing what the hell happened and feeling that. But these days, yeah, I'd seen certain characters get killed off left and right. The the latest round of a trilogy that came out, not about Anakin's life growing up to be Vader, but it's only after the Return of the Jedi that Palpatine shit was going on. And during this time, we saw Han Solo, and then Leia, and then Luke. Actually, yeah, Han Solo, Luke, and Leia. In all three movies, on. Leaving Chewbacca, the only one out there. And R2D2 and C3PO. It was hard as hell to see these guys trying to be the continuations. Droids, if you had enough parts, they could last forever. Enough power and treated enough. Wookiees don't live all that long, but they do live long. Except for the actors who portray the Wookiee. Yeah. The grieving situation and the mourning situation and all the damn triggers still get to me. I'm talking about the films. I'm talking about the things that mattered the most that I fell in love with and saw them gone. When I saw Voyage Home and Kirk and the crew survived and they saved the planet, they saved a couple of whales to repopulate the ocean, save the Earth from this alien traveling machine. They came over there to see what the hell was going on, and it goes back because they heard their whales, who just came back from past into the future. Okay, we saw that, and that was all right. But that's what drove me crazy at that point. It really wasn't the same anymore. I mean, they tried. I mean, I liked it when I was laughing about it. I was with a friend of mine, and we were watching this. I think it was back in 87, 88. We're at the Sherman Oaks Galleria Pacific Theater that they had in there. Upper tier. And we're watching the movie. We're having a ball in this thing. And then we see the Enterprise. A constant refit, but changed the name from Yorktown to the Enterprise. Enterprise NCC 1701A. A. Legacy. Everybody cheered. I was just, yeah. She's back, boys and girls. You can't get rid of the Big E, even though the Big E actually originally got his ass blown up and burned to a crisp in the number 3 movie. I didn't care at that point. I can remember the movies, I can remember the memories, what the hell happened back then. But the feelings and how it made me react and overreact and then choke up and understand it more and more. Understand it more and more. Star Wars didn't do that for me. It was just too much of a fantasy film. It was just too much sword and sorcery of sorts. Lucas's version of a sword and sorcery. But for me, I couldn't deal with it as much. I really couldn't. I mean, I liked it back then as a kid, but these days as an adult, I'd seen some of the other creations that Disney was trying to pull off, and I was trying to enjoy them. When the trilogy that Lucas did, concerning about Anakin's backstory, yeah, it was all right. We all knew that the young kid was going to grow up into Vader anyway, eventually, but seeing it in the last movie, shortly before, and the Empire was really taking control. I mean, God, man, it was like, oh, heavy. And I wasn't triggered as much because I didn't have the triggers during that time. And then I saw the 3 movies on DVD, or actually on cable, and I saw them right after my brother's death. And it didn't hit me. Somewhat, but it didn't hit me as much. Maybe I didn't have a vested interest in Luke Skywalker or Princess Leia, but it should. Or even Han Solo, but it should have. It just didn't bother to sink in and really tear me apart yet. Or make me torn apart. Today was a day I was supposed to be celebrating the birth of Star Trek. No, Star Wars. But the day of September 8th, back in 1966, was when Star Trek was born, and it's also the death date of my brother. 2018, to be precise. And that's what taints fandom to this date. Is I used to try to enjoy it, had an ego with it, produce the pins, puff out the chest, walking around like a big frickin' idiot. But I lose my brother, I lose my best friend. I get a reality check at this point over here. Death is too much real. Blinders are off, moleskin's torn off, and I'm bleeding inside. I get triggered left and right. And it doesn't matter from what. I'm triggered, and I'm going nuts over it. I couldn't very well celebrate Star Trek Day, let alone Star Wars Day. A long time ago, I had the ego and the fandom going through my head of being a nerd, a geek, and proud of it, and waving things around and wearing pins and being a real full-on idiot. Including waving a damn sword around. I use it as an emergency flashlight. Well, it works. Blue light's got a short wave on it. I wish I had the red one. A little longer wavelength. Easier to see. Blue's a little harsher though. But I've been triggered too much today. I've been going through the emotions. I've been going through the crying. I've been going through the depression left and right. I've been prayed and pleaded to the universe. Give me a few hours just to at least feel something other than a damn grieving and mourning. Just give me a little peace, will you? And for a time I was feeling it. I wasn't triggered. I was getting a few things done here and there, and I was feeling alright. Until I got triggered. Then it's like crash and burn tonight. But I had to do these videos to talk about things, I mixed in the Diary of the Griever named John Weaver with the Star Wars celebration. Because I thought it was important. I still think so. I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to deal with anything else these days, to tell you the truth. So I am just purely struggling for the nature of struggling. I'll put this damn thing away. I've been having mic issues at this point over here. If I'm talking low enough, these damn things are not picking up on it. They're not either sensitive or there's something wrong with it. I gotta research what the hell's going on with these pieces of shit. But meanwhile, I had to say something of a final note concerning about tonight. Maybe in a different light, maybe a different attitude, maybe in a different whatever it is. I would have been celebrating a great deal about Star Wars and also Star Trek at the same time. And a Federation of Planets. It doesn't matter really. I was celebrating fandom. I was celebrating geek. I was celebrating the things I used to be as a kid. I want to keep looking at the things that I saw as a kid in my own damn older eyes. The context scares the hell out of me and depresses the living crap out of me. And it makes me even worse. Feeling like nothing else matters anymore. Or should, or shouldn't it? I don't know. The things have been usually depressing the living crap out of me. Especially when I've been doing the broadcasting on my radio equipment that I really have to get changed. But the main reason for me to keep doing the grieving channels is what I'm showing right now. To me, that's the main reason. Experience, strength, and hope. Memories, feelings, discoveries, perspective, clarity, context. Things in the past affect us today, which affect tomorrow. I don't say. All the damn shit we've been putting up as cobblestones to get us to this point matters a great deal, because now we have to deal and think about tomorrow and how it's going to be affected because of what we've laid down yesterday. People say, don't worry about yesterday. I said, yeah, I'll worry about yesterday because that's what you brought over here. That's what got you in this situation over here. Sorry, I'm just itching my legs. It's driving me nuts. And it's important that I remember that some things are price tags. And we still have to pay for them, one way or another. Okay, I think enough of that one. Just head back to bed so I can be a miserable son of a bitch. See what happens tomorrow morning.